I've got quite a few people joining. What would be the pitch?
Come on, come on. Also be at home to watch this. Come on. Just pour it out.
All right.
Put your pants up. What the fuck?
Please mute your mics. Hold on. We got this. Give me a second. People, please mute your mics. If you are got your mics open, everything you say is being broadcast. So mute your mics. All right, waiting on Benny B, who's joining us. All right, let me go ahead and start my recording. All right, good evening, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network. And tonight is Thursday night, and it is 7:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it is time for How to Dispatch training. Tonight, we are on step three, which is the pitch. And we've got some new people here tonight. We've got the 360, is that 360 Logistics?
It's 360 Freight Systems.
360 Freight Systems is on tonight. Miss Williams, I think that's her name. Is it Miss Williams? Miss Tosca
Washington, or is Tosca Smith Washington?
Tosca Smith Washington is the owner of that company, and she is one of our corporate enrolled members, and her team has joined us tonight. I want to welcome them to the platform. Now, last week, and the first week we went over compliance, the things you're going to need to run your dispatch firm. Those of you who want to catch up on that, it's in your back office. I'm going to start sharing my screen a little bit so y'all can see what's in the back office. All right, we're going to go and share my screen. Get back over here to this. All right, in your back office, you have the entire series here, okay? This is the How to Dispatch series, which is all your videos, and they are in order, all 7 of them, okay? So if you need to get caught up, you can go back and watch this video on How to Dispatch training compliance. This goes over what makes dispatching legal, is dispatching legal, what are the things you're gonna need to dispatch from home, the type of equipment you're gonna need, type of computer systems that you would need, the things that you can't use. You can't dispatch freight on your phone. Don't even try it. It's gonna turn out to be a disaster. You can't do it, okay? You really can't do it on a tablet unless that tablet can be converted into a laptop, okay? So the proper equipment that you're gonna need, of course, is a laptop computer or a tablet laptop conversion or a desktop computer, okay? Preferably an all-in-one. All right, so that's what you're gonna need to dispatch, and we go over what makes it legal, what do you have to do to be legal as a dispatcher. That's all in compliance. The week after that, we went over locating carriers, okay? You go back here and use quick transport solutions. You can locate soft, what I call soft target pitches on direct freight and some other load boards. But go back and review that video, and that is the part 2, which is locating carriers. So we show you where to find the carriers using our tools in the back office, how to find them, and all that good stuff. So that was part 2. Tonight, we're on part 3, which is the pitch. All right. That's what we are here for, the pitch. All right. Hey, new people. How y'all doing? Welcome to the platform. Glad you all are here. We got a lot of great things going on here with the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Now, quick announcements. Of course, the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers is sponsored by the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, which is our vocational school. This is our vocational school, and we provide, let me go to the home page here. We have vocational training for freight broker agents and dispatch agents here at our actual school campus here in Tallahassee, Florida. Those of you who are looking to go work for a freight brokerage firm or a dispatch firm, we have guaranteed career placement if you're looking for a job after you finish your training. Now, we give a 2-week training course here on site in Tallahassee. The tuition is $7,500. It includes airfare travel, that's included. Rental car, if you want to rent a car to come down here, or you want to catch the bus or train, we will take care of that. That's all included in your tuition. Your hotel accommodation for the entire 2 weeks is taken care of in your tuition. It is double occupancy, so you'll be sharing a hotel room with another student. Your meals, 3 restaurant meals per day are provided for you when you come down to take our on-site training. You get 4 Uber and Lyft rides per day. So we give you 4 Uber and Lyft vouchers for each day. They can't be carried over to the next day. Say, I didn't use my 4 today, so I get 8 tomorrow. No, use them or lose them. That's how it is. Use them or lose them. Okay? So everything is provided for you while you are here learning all the ins and outs of dispatching and freight brokering and learning to become a freight broker agent or a dispatch agent. And then at the end of the 2-week training, those who complete the 2-week course with a passing grade of 70 or better, you are guaranteed career placement with the hiring partners that are part of our hiring partners, because all of our instructors who are instructors here at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, all instructors are owners of freight brokerage firms and or dispatch firms, and they have agreed to hire anyone who completes our 2-week curriculum. All right, so that's who we're sponsored by. And we also do have our online training, which we train you to book freight from home, which is why most of you are here tonight. You all are here to learn how to book freight from home, how to dispatch freight from home. On Saturdays, we have our broker's version of this same training, which is the broker's hour on Saturday mornings from 10:15 a.m. until about 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But tonight is Thursday night, so this is dispatch training. And for those of you all are familiar with what you get when you join our How to Dispatch from Home platform, you're going to get access to more than 100 load boards, so you don't have to pay for load boards. You get access to more than $140,000 of operational training videos. You get access to more than 19 million plus shippers. You also get access to every registered owner-operator in the United States, access to live training, access to our logistics library that has every word, phrase, and term ever used in trucking, and you get access to our network of more than 2,967 industry professionals. All of this for just $349.95 plus tax and $39.95 per month. Or if you are on that corporate level, like Ms. Washington is, you can sign up for our corporate enrollment 1.0, which is $699.95. And that includes yourself and up to 10 additional agents. And your monthly subscription fee is just $99.95 per month, which covers all 11 of you. Let us train your people while you concentrate on running your business. That's the way it should be. Now, we also have a veterans enrollment for those of you who have served your country and you are a veteran. We give you a $100 discount on the regular enrollment. So it's only $249.95 plus tax. And your monthly subscription fee is $29.95 per month plus tax on the veterans enrollment. And we just added a new training platform, which is our How to Run a Truck owner-op training. This is for those new owner-operators. You know, truck driving school taught you how to drive a truck, but who teaches you how to run a truck, how to make a truck profitable, how to set yourself up to get more home time and make more money at the same time? Well, we do. So join our platform if you are a new truck driver or a new owner operator, or if you've been operating for a while and you want to learn how to get more home time and make more money. We'll show you how to do that. We'll show you how to identify, and create your own dedicated lanes, thus giving you more home time and a lot more money. With our new training platform for new owner operators, you get access to our entire series of how to identify and create your own high-paying dedicated lanes. You also get access to about 5 great load boards where you can go with that I have identified as being able to, that provides good dedicated lanes. And you also get our owner op tools, rate calculators, lane rate calculators, truck profit calculators and things of that nature. Shippers and direct brokers. And of course, live training on Sunday nights is when we have this training. This training is done Sunday nights at about 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday evening, Eastern Standard Time. All right, so there you go. I plugged my way with the sponsorships and all that type of stuff. Now, as you all know, this is a quick announcement. I'm going to go over a little bit after we finish class tonight. I have opened up the RBBS Logistics Learning Center so that you all or anyone can now own their own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Okay, over the past 3 years, I've earned more than $500,000 in the last 3 years promoting this online freight broker and dispatch from home training platform, the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Now you can own and promote your very own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and potentially start earning on average $180,000 or more yearly. Okay, you'll get 3 websites: the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers website, which is our main website. You're also going to get the National Dispatchers Network website, which is where we do our training and all our tools and resources are there. You're also going to get the RBBS LLC Easy Lease site. So you don't just get the how to dispatch training or the how to book freight from home. You get basically all of the businesses that are subsidiaries of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. And when I say you get that, that's what you get. Because when you purchase when you pay your what's the word I'm looking for? Your trademark fee. When you pay your trademark fee, we have 2 trademark fees that you can get your own RBBS Logistics Learning Center. One is $5,000. If you pay a $5,000 trademark fee, you get to keep 90% of everything your Logistics Learning Centers earns. Everything you produce. Okay. If you pay a $10,000 trademark fee, you get to keep 95% of everything that your Logistics Learning Centers produces. Now, you're also going to get, in addition, you also get unrestricted access and use of our more than 440 and counting operational training YouTube videos I use as marketing to attract and enroll students and clientele. The RBBS Logistics Learning Center YouTube channel, you get that, has more than 8,350 subscribers and receives more than 400,000 views and counting. Okay. You also get your very own RBBS Logistics Learning Center's online store that enables individuals to pay for their enrollment via debit or credit card 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year round. And we will also assist you with setting up your Square account, your business banking account, your IRS EIN number, filing your articles of incorporation, and we will help you set up your social media marketing pages and accounts. Whew, that's a lot. Now, you own your very own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and earn the kind of money I've earned over the last 3 years. And the best part is I'll still do all the training. So you won't have to do any of the training. I will continue to do all the training. Somebody mute your mic, please. Your mic is open. I will continue to do all the training, and all you will need to do is promote your RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. If you are interested in this and you want to learn more about it, inbox me at the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers on Facebook or call 866-973-6445 or email me at training@therbbsllc.org. All right. I'm done. Let's get on with training. All right. Now let's get on with training. All right. Tonight is the pitch. All right. How many of you have heard our pitch? Let me go ahead and get to my page here. One moment. How many of you have heard our pitch?
I love your pitch, Mr. Calvin. It saved my business.
All right. Explain. Elaborate on that. Don't just leave it in the dark. You save your business and tell me how.
Well, I come from the customer service lifestyle, call center lifestyle, and it's how do I want to say it? When you're cold calling and reaching out to people for the first time, you want to have something catchy to say. You don't want to sound repetitive like everybody else. So, I mean, the way you deliver the pitch, I picked up on it so fast, it became natural. And when I explained it to somebody else, like the way you had the lady quiet and she couldn't say anything is how I had the person that I was speaking to. And at that point, I was like, this is powerful, because deliverance is just everything. Like it's hard to say no when you come with, something like that. So I think you're a genius.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I do pride myself on, doing what I'm doing. I've done my research. I was in sales for a very long time. Matter of fact, most of my life I've been in sales. So I've done sales for a very long time. So I've developed a knack for taking a look at an industry and then figuring out what's needed to excel in that industry. And when I took a look at the trucking industry, preferably the support side of trucking with dispatching, freight brokering, and behind the scene, I noticed that people were training people on the technical stuff, but no one trained them on how to sell.
Right.
Which is a huge, which to me is the most important part of this business. Okay, because if you can't sign on, if you can't break the ice and get these people interested in what you're doing, if you can't sign on clientele, you have no business.
Yes, I just did it this morning. I'm telling you, it works like a charm.
Yeah, look, the pitch works because the way it is designed from the very start, there's only really one question to the pitch. And if you ask that question, they are almost forced to answer it. And if they answer it, they are trapped. That is the cheese that traps the mice. Once they answer that question, that's like they done walked in, they grab that cheese, and then that door slammed behind them. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Now, everything after that, they're trying to figure out how to get out the trap. But the trap gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and then they realize the only way out is to give you a shot. Okay? Now, that's the way the pitch is designed, and you all will see that here tonight. We're going to do some role playing on the pitch. Okay, we are going to do some role playing on the pitch, and of course, the pitch is how much money do you need to move your truck? Now, if you want to know what the pitch is, it's in your back office. You're going to go here on the agreements, forms, and documents. You're going to see the truck with the money on it, and that's your pitch. You put your cursor over, it tells you right there how much money you need to move your truck. You're going to click on that, and it's going to pull up a very formalized version of the pitch. Now, do not try to quote the pitch from the formalized version. The formalized version is there to give you the of how the pitch is formulated. Okay, it gives you something to guide by so that you stay on target. You all can read this, but it's very formal. It was actually when I did the pitch, one of my former students, and you all know him well, Mr. Charles Monday over at Exodus Logistics. I helped him get started with his training platform. That's why his platform, his name is closely resembles our name, Exodus Logistics Learning Centers. Okay, and I helped him set up his training platform. He started out with me, learn everything that he can learn, and I told him, hey, I think you ought to go into training. And he was reluctant at first, but he did, and it turns out he's done pretty good at it. All right, but when Charles got with me, I came up with this formal version of the pitch, and he put it, he wrote it out and everything. But this is not how I want you to deliver the pitch. This formalized version gives you a good understanding of how the pitch is supposed to go, but in reality, you're not gonna say all this. Okay, that's just too much. No one's going to sit and listen to, and it doesn't look like it's a whole lot, but no one's going to sit and listen to this much of a formalized pitch. And real conversations are not this formal, okay? If you notice here, it says how much money do you need in order to move your truck? I even cut that title down to just how much money you need to move your truck. Okay. And no one starts off by saying greetings. Okay. But it's a formalized version. Greetings. My name is Charles M., independent dispatcher with the National Dispatchers Network. We have over 200 plus dispatchers, and it goes on and on and on. You're not going to use any of that. I want everybody to pay close attention because this is how the pitch goes. But if you want this formalized version, you can pull it up. It's there. There's some other good stuff in here that you can read. That stuff you're probably going to need after the pitch. But do not use this formalized version when you're calling up people. The version that we're going to do live tonight is what I want you all to go back and listen to over and over and over again until you get it down pat. Now, I'm going to ask for a volunteer. Who wants to volunteer to be an owner-operator tonight? Don't everybody step up at once. Come on now. I know somebody out there is dying to be the owner-operator tonight.
Yeah, my name is Vinny. I'll volunteer.
All right, Vinny, you are the owner-operator. Now, Vinny, have you driven trucks before?
Not the kind that we're in business with.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you get telemarketers that call you all the time?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. I want you to pretend that I'm a telemarketer just calling you and you really want to get rid of me. So you're going to be difficult, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Now I want you to be difficult, but I also want you to keep in mind that this is for training, but be difficult. I want you to be difficult. Don't make it easy for me. Don't give in. Don't make it easy for me. Okay. Take it to the point to where you feel like, well, damn, I ain't got no other choice. All right. That's all I want you to do. All right. All right. So we done set the tone. All right.
Field trap. Okay.
All right. All right. I'm getting ready to call you up.
All righty.
Ring, ring, ring.
Bing, 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 bing. Hello.
Hey, is this Mr. Vinny B?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Vinny B. My name is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Transport LLC. I'm a dispatch firm owner, and I notice here that you have a flatbed truck, and you are in Tampa, Florida right now at a Love's truck stop.
Okay. What is this concerning?
Well, let me ask you a question. How much money do you need to move your truck?
Well, actually, I'm moving my truck now as we speak.
Okay.
I'm looking at anywhere, per mile. I'm looking at $2.50.
All right. So
$2.50 a mile. I need at least 1,500, 1,000 to 1,500 a day, maybe.
All right, great. Because Vinny, as a dispatch firm, I only look for freight that's paying the kind of money that you want to get paid, going to the places you want to go, pulling the kind of freight that you want to pull. Where can I send my dispatch agreement to?
Huh? Say that again?
As I said, as a dispatch firm, I only look for the freight that's paying the kind of money that you want to get paid, going to the places that you want to go, pulling the type of freight that you want to pull. Where can I send my dispatch agreement to?
Okay, cool. What is your name again?
Calvin Butler.
Calvin Butler. Who are you with, man?
I'm with RBBS Transport LLC.
Are you the owner or you're an employee?
Well, I'm the owner.
Oh, okay. All right. I like how it sounds. Okay, yeah. You could let me. How you want to send it over? You want to fax it or you want to email it over?
Vinny, you being way too easy.
Now you said what I wanted. You said the most important thing. See, I'm in business now.
Yeah,
see, the individuals on the other end, if they're in business, right. you said exactly what I want to hear. Really,
I know, but I want you to be. I want you to be.
Refuse that. Hanging you up or disconnecting with you, I'll be a fool.
No, listen to me. I want you to be difficult. I want you to try not. I want you to literally try not to hear what I got. Try not to sign any type of dispatch agreement. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to be difficult. I want you to be difficult. Because see, I want people to realize, because see, your calls are not going to go that easy. if it was that easy,
yeah. Well,
your calls are not going to go that easy. All right, I want you to be really, really, really difficult. So let's take this from the top again, and I want you to be difficult. I don't want you to lay down for me. Okay, I want you to put up a fight.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, come up with reasons of why you don't need my service. Okay.
Okay. All right. All right.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Vinny B?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Vinny B. My name is Calvin Butler with RBBS Transport. I'm a dispatch firm here in the state of Florida, and I noticed here that you have a flatbed truck, and you are at a Love's truck stop. Let me ask you a question. How much money do you need to move your truck?
Well, my truck is in motion now. I got it hired now as we speak. Really and truly, I really don't have time to take this call. But what can I do for you, man?
Look, Vinny, I understand, but let me ask you a question again. How much money do you need to move your truck? Because you need to make money, right?
That's what I'm in business for, exactly.
All right. So what amount of money makes you get up in the morning and move your truck? At what rate do you want to move your truck?
Well, now I got it going at $1,000 a day.
So you're looking at $1,000 a day. So what you're telling me is all you need is $1,000 per day.
Yeah, that there cover my expenses.
Okay. So at what rate per mile does that usually hit for you?
$2.50.
So you need a minimum of $2.50 per mile.
Yes.
All right. Look, Vinny, like I said, I'm a dispatch firm owner, and
what time would be a better time for you to call me back, man? Because I got to go inside the gas station here and settle off on my fuel.
Look, I understand, but you're gonna want to hear what I got to say. Trust me on that, because you just said you needed $2.50 to move your truck, and I only look for freight that's paying the kind of money you want to get paid, going to the places you want to go, pulling the kind of freight that you want to pull. Where can I send my dispatch agreement to? Okay,
how quick are you willing to do this?
I can do it in 10 minutes tops.
Okay, then you have a number I can call you back at?
No, I mean I can do it right now in 10 minutes top.
Yeah, but right now I'm in a disposition right now. I
understand.
I am not at my location.
I understand.
I'm on the street here. I'm on the road. You know.
I understand, but like
maybe
you said,
we can continue this conversation later.
Look, I understand what you're saying, but like you said, you're doing you right now on the contract for $1,000 per day. So you don't have time to talk to me for you to make $2,500 a day.
Well, yeah, most definitely. But right now, I have a dispatcher. You know, and
I understand. Look,
she makes me happy. She makes me happy.
I understand. All right. Well, let me ask you a question.
$2,500 a day, you said?
Like I said, but let me ask you a question. You say you have a dispatcher already, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's say your dispatcher is looking for your freight on one day, and she's finding you $3 per mile, $3.50 per mile, $4 per mile, because she's good at what she does. And let's say you go on because you're real good at what you do, and you find loads that's paying $5 per mile. And then I call you up one morning, same day, and I got loads that's paying $7, $8, $9 per mile. Which load you gonna run that day?
Man, this is something we got to. This is something we have to negotiate.
Well,
this is something that I have to take time to. Take time out.
No, I'm just asking you. If I call you up and I got loads that's paying $8 and $9 per mile, whose loads you gonna run that day?
Well, most definitely, I'm gonna jump on that $8, $9 per mile.
Exactly. Look, Vinny, I'm not trying to replace your dispatcher. I'm not trying to, replace you. Even if your wife or loved one was dispatched for you for free. All I'm saying is this. I just want the opportunity to find you some good, high-paying freight. And if you tell me that you got to have freight that's paying $4 per mile, guess what? I'm only going to call you when I got loads that's paying $4 per mile or better. If I don't have loads that's paying that kind of money, you're never going to hear from me. But you're going to know when you see my number on your call ID, you're going to know I got the kind of freight you want, paying the kind of money you want to get paid, going to the places you want to go. Now, I ask you again, Vinny, where can I send my dispatch agreement to?
All right. Well, I can save your number, and as soon as I get to my location, and then I'll be able to call you back, and we can negotiate this, man. I could definitely have you.
Look, I don't need to negotiate. Just tell me, where can I send you my dispatch agreement to? You already told me you like high paying freight. I already told you, if you tell me you want $4 a mile, that's all I'm gonna look for. So again, where can I send my dispatch agreement to?
Okay. Well, let me get back with you later on today, man, because I'm in a
Billy,
jam right now.
Billy, you're not gonna be able to get back to me because I'm a very busy man. My dispatch firm dispatch for 317 carriers every single week. I'm trying to add you onto that mix to make some good money. Where can I send my dispatch agreement to?
Man, you're making this hard for me to refuse, brother.
Then
I tell
don't.
you, go ahead and text it over to the same number you just called me at.
All right, so this number right here.
Exactly.
All right. And what is your email address just in case I screw up your number?
All right, that's vinnyb@gmail.com.
All right, vinnyb@gmail.com. All right, Vin, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this dispatch agreement over to you. And then when I shoot it over to you, you're gonna take a look at it, and you're gonna send that. I'm gonna also send you a carrier profile form where you're gonna tell me exactly what type of freight you want. You're gonna tell me how much money you need. You're gonna tell me where you like to go. You're gonna tell me the type of weight that you like to pull. And when you tell me that, that's all I'm gonna look for. If I can't find that, I'm not gonna call you. But when I do call you, you know I got what you want. All right?
All right, I appreciate the phone call, brother.
No problem. I'll send it to you right away. Now,
all right, I'll be looking for it.
All right. Now, that was what we call I don't want to hear it type of front. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna get people that don't even really want to even hear what you gotta say because those are people that buy. Those people usually buy anything.
Yeah. You're good, man. You're good, brother. You're good.
Look, and they already know that, so they try everything they can not to hear your pitch. But as you see,
shut me down. You shut me down.
Yeah, because you gotta stay within the pitch. Okay. You notice I said a lot. I understand, but let me ask you a question. At every one of his objections, my only and sane transition was, Vinny, I understand, but let me ask you a question. You want to say that because it forces people to really concentrate on what you're asking them. You're setting them up. Okay, you got a question coming. I need to focus on that. It's a subconscious, it's a subliminal thing, but you're setting them up to really pay attention to what you are saying. Okay, you don't try to interrupt them and force it in there. You ask them, Vinny, I understand. You let them know that I understand what you're saying. I'm listening to you. I understand. I feel you. Let me ask you a question. You've asked for permission to ask them a question. Let me ask you a question. And then you proceed with the question because you set them up to pay attention to you. Right?
Correct.
And after every transition, I went back to what? The close. After I explained to him, and I was saying the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't look for the freight that's paying the kind of money you want to get paid, going to the place you want to go, pulling the kind of freight you want to pull. Where can I send my dispatch agreement to? I go right back for the close.
Yeah. Yeah, you a good fronter and you damn sure is a good closer, man.
You always got to go for the close. Now I'm gonna do the pitch and play both sides so I can give you all a full version of how it most likely is gonna go. Most likely, when you call someone, you're gonna call them up, ring. They're gonna pick up the phone. They're gonna say hello. You're gonna say, hey, is this John B? They're gonna say, yeah. Who's this, Mr. B? I apologize for calling you at this hour, but my name is Calvin Butler, and I'm a dispatch firm owner. And I see here that you have a flatbed truck, or you have a reefer truck, or whatever it is you're seeing on the site that we give you all to pull them up. I see here you have a flatbed truck, or you have a dry van truck, and you're in Florida at a Love's or wherever they're at. Okay. Or I see here you have a flatbed truck. You don't have to say where they're at. I see here you have a flatbed truck. So let me ask you a question. How much money do you need to move your truck? Now, even if they are going to try and get rid of you, they may just blurt out a number, some ridiculous number, just to get rid of you. They don't really expect to get that much money, but they're going to put out some big number because they're probably saying, oh, here's another doggone dispatcher calling trying to get me to sign his dispatch agreement. Man, I need $12 a mile now.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't matter what they say because your only response is going to be great. Because as a dispatch firm, I only look for the freight that's paying the kind of money you want to get paid, going to the places you want to go, pulling the kind of freight that you want to pull. Where can I send my dispatch agreement to? Now they have taken the bait. And now that they've taken the bait and he see that $12 per mile didn't frighten you off, or $13 a mile, or $19 a mile, whatever he said, it didn't frighten you off, you went ahead and you opened the door, and he took the bait by answering that question. Now the door is closed behind him. Boom. Now he has taken the bait. He is actually in the trap. Now they're going to try and figure out a way to get out of the trap by saying something, and you're going to hear this a lot. Well, I had a dispatcher one time, and they didn't work out. They always trying to get me this low paying freight, this cheap freight. They was always running me up in the mountains. I don't want to go up in the mountains. They was always trying to, get me to take them heavy loads. No, I ain't got time for that. I'm good. And then you're gonna come back with, sir, I understand, but let me ask you a question. Use the same transition. Don't try to think of something new to say. Don't try to come up with something on your own to say, because when you do that, you're gonna sound like you don't know what you're talking about. And that's the worst thing you can do. Is to sound like you don't know what you're talking about. So you use the same transition every single time. Get it to the point where it becomes automatic. Sir, I understand, but let me ask you a question. If that dispatcher you had back then had a found you load that was paying more than $12 per mile like you want, and if they was sending you to places that wasn't up in the mountains that kept you on the bottom half of the United States, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Arkansas, Arizona, places like that were flat, and they found you freight that had weights no more than 35,000 pounds, you still have that dispatcher today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Okay, great. Like I said, I only look for freight that's paying the kind of money you want to get paid, going to the places you want to go, pulling the kind of freight that you want to pull. If you notice, I went back to the same thing I did in the first close. And then I repeat, where can I send my dispatch agreement to? Yeah. Sir, I understand. Let me ask you a question. That's your transition. You explain to them what the question you asked them. Then you go back into what it is you do. Then you go back to the close. You're doing the same thing all over again. Now, he realized that room was getting smaller. So now he's going to really try to get out of it. Hey, look, I hear what you're saying. They all say stuff like that, but I hear what you're saying. But look, my wife dispatched for me, and I don't have to pay her nothing. So why would I pay you to dispatch for me? If I can get it for free, why would I pay you? Sir, I understand. But let me ask you a question. If your wife is looking for your loads one day, and God bless her because she knows what she's doing, you're going to compliment her. You're going to acknowledge that she knows what she's doing. If your wife is looking for your loads on one morning, and God bless her, she knows what she's doing, and she's finding your loads that's paying $10 per mile and $11 per mile. And you look for freight, and you really know what you're doing because you're good at this. You've been doing this for a minute, right? And you really know what you're doing. And you're finding loads that's paying $13 per mile and $13.50. And I call you up that same morning, and I got loads that's paying $14, $15, and $16 per mile. Whose load you going to run that day? Yeah. Well, obviously, I'm going to run the highest paying freight. Now, this is the only time you break character because now you're on a sincere level with them. Well, obviously, I'm going to run the highest paying freight. Exactly. Because look, I'm not trying to take the place of your wife. She's working hard for you. She's doing everything she can. Okay, I'm not trying to take the place of your wife. All I want is an opportunity to find you some good high-paying freight. And if I call you up and I got the best paying loads for that day, you're gonna run those loads, right? Yeah. If I call you up and I don't have the highest paying loads that day, you're not gonna accept those loads, right? Yeah, which means you don't pay me anything. So the only time you're gonna pay me anything is when I got stuff that's paying you the most. So you can't lose. You can only win. So let me ask you again. What can I send you my dispatch agreement to? And then they realize that's their own way out. The only way out is to go in. Because they trap themselves by initially answering the question. That's why I pushed them so hard to answer the question. Because once they answer the question, it's over.
So let me ask you a question, sir. Okay, so what happens to the loads that he already accepted that morning from his wife or from his dispatcher?
Well, I mean, he's gonna run that load. he's not going to renege on the load, but he now knows that I can find him higher paying freight. He now knows that I'm good at what I do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, most of the time when they say, well, I got a load, 9 out of 10 times they're lying to you. They just want to get rid of it. Okay.
One more important question I got too, while
Sure.
I remember. How important is a dispatcher to a carrier?
Oh, extremely important if you know what you're doing. A good dispatcher is gold to a carrier. Okay.
Okay.
So look, let's be honest. I was a truck driver. All right. And if you're over the road, do you know what it takes to come down a mountain, pulling a truck that's got 50,000, 60,000 pounds strapped to your butt, and you're going down a mountain, then you got to go back up a mountain? Do you realize that you got, 10 gears, sometimes more than that you got to shift, right? And you got a truck that's got all this weight, and you're coming down a 6, 7, 8, 9 grade, 12 grade, sometimes 12 grade mountainside, right? You got all this weight behind you. Now, I'm going to give you the procedure for not burning up your brakes and running off the side of that mountain and killing yourself, because that truck is going to pick up speed fast. As you're coming down that hill, you got it in your lower gears. You're going to be in 3rd gear at the most, okay? So it's creeping, going down that mountain. Now, as you're going down the mountain, your RPM gauge is going up because the truck is picking up speed because you got all that weight behind you. The RPM gauge is going up, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. When it gets to that 3,000 miles, you don't just hit your brakes, because if you hit your brakes at that point, what's going to happen? They're going to start heat up. And if they catch on fire, you gone. Because they will catch on fire. And then your tires catch on fire. Then your whole cab catch on fire. And then you have no brakes. You running down a mountain at 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, and you can't control that truck. So what you want to do, there's a procedure that you go through. That procedure is this. When you start, when the RPM gauge gets up, you tap your brakes. You don't hit your brakes, you tap them. Tap them, then you clutch it, then you break it down. You go back down to a lower gear, right? As you're going down the hill, you're shifting up like to 3rd, 4th, maybe 5th gear, but you don't switch over to that high gear. You leave it in them low gears, right?
Yes.
Because you don't want to get to going too fast. You have what's called your engine brakes, right? Your engine brakes is when you clutch, downshift, and let the engine brake for you, not your brakes. Don't use your brakes. Then you have what's called your Jake brakes, and you have the brakes that you're actually tapping on with your foot. You got to use all 3 of them. There's a combination of how you do it. You tap your actual brakes, right?
Yeah.
Once you tap your actual brakes, that's going to lower that RPM gauge, is going to go down a little bit. You engage your engine brakes, your Jake brakes, hit that button, it's going to bump, 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 bump. That's going to lower it down a little more. When that happens, you clutch and you downshift, and then it's going to drop it all the way back down. Now you're going slow again. As you pick back speed up, you got to repeat that process all the way down that mountain. You keep repeating that process. That requires concentration. Now, in the Ashley Mountains in Oregon, it's 12, I think it's 11 mountains that you got to go up and down. It literally takes you all day and all night to get through the Ashley Mountains. Now, if you concentrate on trying to do that, when you get to wherever you're going, you think you want to, do you even really want to spend time looking for freight?
Yeah, makes sense. Yes.
Look, most owner operators would rather just drive and get their truck to where it's going safe, pick up the load, this and that. If they can have someone to drive and do the paperwork, do the verification on the loads, read the rate con, find the freight, book the freight, do all, it's too much. Yeah. So they need someone to work on their behalf to take care of all of the logistical stuff while they just get there, pick it up, deliver it, drop it off, go to sleep, get up in the morning, start all over again. Okay. Being a dispatcher is like serving someone breakfast in bed.
So, okay, great. So now that sounds great. That sounds awesome. Now, as far as importance, a dispatcher being to a carrier, driver, owner, operator, when he hear you on the phone saying that you're a dispatcher, connecting or just hanging up the phone the way you do a normal telemarketer, he ain't gonna disconnect that phone call then. What he's gonna hear you out somewhere.
Not most likely. Look, there is only one way to surefire not get closed on this pitch, and that is for them to hang up on you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Now,
okay.
most people, it's human nature. Most people just cannot just hang up on someone. They just can't. Yeah. They just can't. Okay, it's human nature.
Telling them what they want to hear.
Yeah. Now look, not saying that's not going to happen. That's why the pitch is designed the way it is. The pitch is designed to catch their interest, and by you looking them up and you pulling them up, and you got their name, you got the type of truck that they're driving, you tell them what type of trailer they got. They're already intrigued. They're like, oh, how you know I was in Florida? How did you know I was there? Because remember, we go to, one of the things that we look for is we go to our go-to load board, which is direct freight, right? And when we're on direct freight, which I showed you all this last week on how to locate carriers, you're gonna go to the shipper and broker, account. All right. You got a carrier account and you got a broker account with direct freight. That's why we use direct freight, because they have both. You gotta go to the broker account, which is gonna allow you to look up trucks. You're gonna hit the truck map. And if you're looking at trucks in Florida, when you pull these trucks, you know they're in Florida. So when you pull them up and you're looking at it, it tells you right there, Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
Ackline, Florida. Coral Springs, Florida. Plant City, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida. So when you call them up, say, hey, I see here you have a truck and you're in Plant City, Florida. They're intrigued, and you have a reefer. Oh, they're really intrigued now. Okay. All right.
Sense. Makes sense.
So that's why the pitch starts off the way it does. It intrigues them and it makes them want to hear what you have to say. If they're nothing but just curiosity, and you got a lot of people say, how did you know where I was? How did you know this is it? Because 10 hours ago, you placed your truck up for a load because you were looking for someone to help you find a load.
Aye.
Because this is because look, the only way that they're here is they place themselves available for a load. So these are what I call soft cold calls. Soft closing. Because they are people who are already expressed an interest in someone helping them to find a load.
Yes.
You're not gonna see you're not gonna see thousands of these, but these are great to start off with, because I don't care how long ago they posted it. At one time or another, they were open to the idea of getting some help.
Okay.
Which should make your pitch and your close a lot easier.
So they would somewhat be expecting calls from dispatchers.
Exactly.
That they put their information on that board.
Exactly.
Correct.
That's why I call these soft closes. You can go through here and you can look. Texas has 8 people, Florida has 9, and some nights you'll look on here and you'll see 20 in one state, 25, 30, 40, 50, but it just depends on, like in PA, there's 14 people that have placed themselves available. In New York, there's 11. In Virginia, there's 5. Florida 9. Georgia 9. Mississippi 6. A lot of these states got 1 here. You got Texas got 8, and so on and so on. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Just depends on when you're logging on, looking for them. You're gonna have more people on there at some point in time or another. But these are what I call soft closes. Okay?
Yes.
Now your hard closes, when you go to Quick Transport Solutions and you go into other places and you're looking at every registered owner operator in that state, but you got 36,000 owner operators. Well, you're never going to be able to call them all, but it's a good source. But you got plenty of work.
Yeah,
you got plenty of work, right? And I always say, pitch 50 owner operators per day, not call. Pitch 50 owner operators per day. Because if you pitch 50 owner operators with that pitch, you're going to close at least what? 3, 4, 5? All you really need to close is 1 out of 50. Because if you close 1 out of 50, by the end of the week, that's just 5 owner operators. And 5 owner operators, dispatching freight for 5 owner operators, average 4 loads per week, that's going to bring you about $156,000 a year.
Wow. Okay, so the same pitch would be for the easy close, the soft close.
Same pitch. Same pitch. Same pitch.
What about the response from these owners? The
They're
response.
They're gonna vary, but don't deviate from the pitch. Don't try to come up with something new to say. Go back and watch the things that I say, and you just do the same thing. Just follow that same pitch. Why? Because if you learn that pitch, no matter what they say, it doesn't matter what they say. If you use that same transition, sir, ma'am, I understand. Let me ask you a question. And go right into the question that I tell you how to ask. After that, you repeat why it is you're calling. Then you repeat your close. Where can I send my dispatch agreement to? Like I said, after you ask them a question, sir, I understand. Let me ask you a question. If that dispatch you had back then had found you low, they were paying blah, 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 they did this, and you still have it. Yeah, all right. Like I said, repeat the reason why you're calling. I only look for freight that's paying the kind of loads, paying the kind of money you want to get paid. Going to the places you want to go, pulling the kind of freight that you want to pull. Where can I send my dispatch agreement to? Go right back to the close.
Yeah.
And then you wait. Because there's an old saying in sales. He who speaks first loses. Okay? If you've never heard that, you can Google it, and it's a famous sales, a great salespeople have always said, he who speaks, if you're right there, it pops up. He who speaks first loses. And it says he who speaks first loses. Some people use the he who speaks first loses philosophy as a negotiation tactic. They hope silence will make the other party feel uncomfortable and have to say something. And the reason why that's a true statement, because if you ask a question, where can I send my dispatch agreement to? And then you shut up and you don't say nothing. If y'all sit there for 10 minutes and don't know how to say nothing, it's gonna become very uncomfortable, right? And usually the person who doesn't have the superior nerve is gonna be the first person to say something.
Correct.
So you just sit there, ask their question, then you sit back and wait for what they gotta say. They're either gonna say, okay, you can send my dispatch agreement to, or they're gonna come up with another objection. And when they come up with another objection, then and only then do you go into your, sir, I understand, but let me ask you a question. Same transition. Don't try to come up with something new. Use the same transition. You try to come up with something new, everything you say after that is going to have to be new. And then you're going to screw up. Okay? But if you use the same transition, you're going to use the same thing that I told you to say each and every time. It's look, like Miss Washington said, once you learn this pitch, closing carriers will become like easy as opening a door.
Okay, we got that pitch in the back office.
Yeah, it's in the back office, but you're gonna go back and you're gonna rewatch these videos on the pitch. Okay. That's why I have the videos there, because I want y'all to hear how it's done. I think the one that I have on there, I'm an example of where I actually call a carrier live and pitch the carrier live. And he was difficult, but we closed it.
Okay, so you have a different pitch also for the brokers?
Kind of. Your pitch for you really don't need a pitch for brokers, because look, does it cost a broker to work with a dispatcher?
Does it cost a broker to work with a dispatcher? I don't think so. No.
No,
I don't see it costing them nothing.
It's a free service. Look, brokers who post loads on the load board, on the load boards.
The brokers, along with the operators and owners.
No. The only people that post loads to load boards are brokers.
Okay.
Shippers don't post loads to load boards. They don't do it. You're never gonna find a shipper on a load board. It's not gonna happen. Only people that post loads on load boards, 3,700 loads in the state of Texas. Every last one of them is posted by a brokerage firm. As you see here, every last one of them is posted by a brokerage firm.
And it's authorized. It was authorized by the truck owner, the carrier.
No. Listen to me. No. No.
Because you said
No.
earlier that
No. All right.
the driver.
No, let me explain to you the difference between brokers, dispatchers, and carriers. Okay. Brokers go to shippers to assist shippers with moving freight. Brokers are paid directly by the shippers. Okay.
Okay.
The shipper gives the broker what's called a margin. You know, they have a fee that they have attached to the load, but they have a margin because some freight is way low, cheap freight. Some freight is mid-range freight. Some freight is high freight. But all freight has to move. You can't just move the high dollar freight, right?
Right.
So shippers go to brokers and brokers assist shippers with moving all of their freight. And the way they do this, the broker negotiates a margin with the shipper. The shipper may have loads that's paying $2 a mile, may have some loads that's paying 50 cents a mile, $1 a mile, $1.50 a mile, loads that's paying $9 a mile, $10 a mile. And as you can see, loads that are paying $250 a mile, you know, or whatever the case may be. Here's one that's paying $6,500. It's going 1 mile and it's paying $6,500.
What?
Yeah, believe it or not, look, people who say there's no good paying freight out there, I don't know what they're looking at. Because I see good paying freight every day.
Yeah.
All this good paying freight, come on, really? I see good paying freight every day. I don't know what they're looking at. Okay, but brokers assist shippers with moving freight. So the broker goes to the shipper and says, Mr. Shipper, I see here you got $1 billion on with the freight. Now, about 60% of your freight is cheap freight. That's freight that's less than $1.50 per mile. No carrier wants to move freight that's less than $1.50 a mile because gas costs more than that, right?
Exactly.
But does that cheap freight still have to be moved?
Exactly.
Now, 60% of your freight is less than $1.50 per mile. About 20% of your freight is mid-range freight. That's between $2 and $3.50 per mile. And about another 15% of your freight is what we call high dollar freight, which is more than $4 a mile. All right. Now, in order for me to help you move all your freight, cheap freight, mid-range freight, and high dollar freight, I feel like I'm going to need a margin of 33 1/3% on top of what you have already allocated to pay the carriers to move that freight. Now, the shipper may come out and say, well, that's kind of expensive. Okay. I don't think we really can't afford you to pay 33 1/3%. What we can afford to pay you is maybe 15%. Now, what are y'all doing? You all haven't, as a broker, you have engaged in negotiations with the shipper. And let me show you what that looks like. You have engaged in, hold up, let me find my calculator here. All right, you have engaged the shipper in negotiations because all freight, you have to find a way to help them move all their freight. All right, let's say the shipper has loads, some loads that's paying $1.50 per mile, some loads are paying $8, $9, $10 per mile. And let's say you say, well, I can't take 15%, but how about I can probably do 27%? And the shipper said, I can't quite do that much. I can do 20%. Okay, how about 25? I can do 22. Well, let's settle on 23%. So they say y'all settle on 23%. All right, and that's across the board. So that means on freight that's going, I'm just paying $1.25 per mile and going 900 miles. That freight was paying $1,125, but is that $1.25 per mile? No carrier's going to take that. Now the broker has a 23% margin on that because that's what you negotiated. So plus 23% is what the broker's margin is, $258. So on that load, the broker has $258 that they can play with to add to that whatever they want to. But on a higher dollar freight, remember about 15% of the freight that they're getting from that shipper is more than what? 5, 6, 7, some of it $7 a mile. So if you got loads that's paying $7 per mile and it's going, let's say, 1,100 miles, that's $7,700, right? And you got a 23% margin on that too, plus 23%. So that means your margin on that is $1,771. So you got more money to play with on that load right there, right? But because now you have taken ownership of all the freight, because that's what brokers do. That's why they have to have a bond. That's why they have to have insurance. That's why they have to have an authority, because they get to take ownership of freight. Now that they're taking ownership of the freight, they can now play with all their margin money. So on the loads that were paying $1.50 per mile, they can go up here on some of their higher paying freight and take some of that margin and do what?
And apply it to the $1.50 a mile.
Exactly. Bring it up to a more competitive rate so that truckers will be more apt to take it.
Exactly. Make it attractive.
Exactly. So now you see how that process works.
Yes.
That's why brokers have to have a bond and all that other stuff. Because that's how that process works. That's how they help them move freight.
Yeah,
Okay?
that they can't move. Right on.
Exactly.
Right on.
Now, and you'll see that when you see loads that have been on the board for a while, all of a sudden you see the rates start going up. Because the brokers are now playing with their margin. They're now moving money around to make that freight that hasn't moved yet more attractive so it will move.
Bingo.
All right. So you know how brokers get paid. Dispatchers work for the carriers. They are bona fide agents of the owner operators. Okay. You don't need a bond. You don't need insurance. You don't need all that stuff. Why? Because you are an independent contractor. And according to the statute, you must have a pre-existing agreement for a continued relationship with a carrier to find said carrier suitable freight, persuading said carrier specific criteria. Basically saying that you can't post loads. You can't get freight from a shipper and then just put them on load boards like a broker doing. You can only look for freight for a carrier you have on the contract, and the carrier has specified to you what type of freight they want and how much they want to be paid for that freight. You have a very specific guideline of what you can do as a dispatcher. You can't do what a broker does.
No.
That's why you're paid by the carrier. So you are basically looking for loads to fit your carrier's criteria that they have filled out on that carrier profile form that I'm about to show you, that you all are going to send. Well, you send that with the dispatch agreement, and that's next week. We'll go over the dispatch agreement and carrier profile form. Okay. Tonight was the pitch. Okay. Next week we'll go over the dispatch agreement and the carrier profile form. So you are looking for a specific freight to satisfy your carrier. Okay, because remember what you told the carrier. I only look for freight. I only look for freight that's paying the kind of money you want to get paid. Going to the places you want to go. Pulling the weight that you want to pull. That's because you are satisfying the statute. You are adhering to the statute, which is CFR 371 41 CFR 41371. You are adhering to the statute. Okay. So, and the statute states that in order for a dispatcher to be legal, you must first have a pre-existing agreement for a continued relationship. That's your dispatch agreement.
Yes. Yes.
A continued relationship with a carrier. Okay. To find that said carrier suitable freight persuading to that carrier's criteria. Okay. So you have a very specific role. All right. Now, your job, so brokers, they get freight and then they post it here, based on what they've got the freight for, and they post it here and they put a price on it to try and make it competitive. Because sometimes, because you're going to have more than one broker that may have the same load.
Oh, really?
Yes. Brokers are not shippers are not, they don't do exclusive contracts with brokers.
Oh.
Shippers sometimes contract with many different brokers. Some brokers negotiate a higher margin than the other do. Some brokers don't negotiate a margin at all. That's why they take money from the carrier's money. As I talked about brokers stealing carriers' money. Okay? So you have a very specific role that you play in aiding the carrier in finding good paying freight. You are also helping the broker to do what? Move that freight too. But you're doing a free service for the broker. So why would you need to convince a broker to work with a dispatch? That makes no sense. It never made sense to me why some brokers don't like dispatching. Some brokers will tell you, well, they're doing the same job. They're not doing the same job you're doing. They're not even paid by the same person. Brokers are paid by the shipper. Dispatchers are paid by the carrier. So therefore, a dispatcher is performing a free service for the broker. They're being paid by the carrier.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
And this whole thing that makes you successful is built on building relationships.
Yes, sir.
If you have great communication skills, you should be able to build relationship. Look, I have great relationship with brokers because they understand that I'm here to serve them breakfast in bed.
Correct.
If I call a broker up in the morning and leave a message for him, I'm on the load boards at 4:45, 6 a.m. Right, finding freight off of my carriers. I find a load on here. If I call this broker, let's say right here. All right, I got this load right here, which is a dedicated. This runs on the 23rd and the 24th. Right? This Baytown to Houston. Right? If I call a broker and I got a carrier that can run both those loads every day, right?
Yeah.
Have I just done that broker a huge favor?
Oh yeah.
Because he no longer has to worry about finding someone to run that load anymore.
So there's no such thing as a broker seeking dispatchers. The brokers sit and wait for the dispatcher to contact them, or
brokers. Normally, brokers don't seek out dispatch. Sometimes brokers will call a dispatcher because, like, brokers do call me because they know I have a whole lot of carriers.
Okay.
They know that my firm is contracted with a whole lot of carriers, 317 to be exact. So brokers will call me up sometimes and say, hey, you got any trucks near such and such and such, or you got any carriers with trucks near such and such, because they know I have a huge,
operation.
I have a huge operation. I get brokers that send me stuff they send loads to my email. Now I can't post those loads because I'm not a broker, but I can look at them to see if any of my carriers are interested, or any of my carriers would be interested in those loads. You see what I'm saying? So
I got a better picture now.
Yeah, once you get to the point in this business where you've got a good carrier network, that's why I say you always want to scale your business. Scale your business. Get yourself 5 carriers, right? Once you get 5 carriers, right, you then hire yourself a dispatch agent, right? Like Miss Washington's doing. She got all y'all together, all right? If she pulls on, gets 5 carriers. Here is how I built my firm. Get 5 carriers. Once I got 5 carriers, then I hire myself a dispatch agent. I give that dispatch agent 5 carriers. I may pay that dispatch agent, 6%, and I keep 4% of the load. I charge 10%. I may pay them 7%, and I keep 3%, depending on how experienced that dispatcher is. Right?
Okay.
Now I got that 5. What do? I go back out and do what I do best. I go out and get me 5 more carriers. I go out and pitch, give me 5 more carriers. When I get 5 more carriers, I hire me another dispatch agent and I give them those 5 carriers. And I go back and do what? Get me 5 more carriers. That's called scaling your business. You keep scaling your business till you get to the point where you got a whole bunch of carriers and a whole bunch of dispatch agents. Everybody's making money. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And you just repeat the process. That's all you're doing. You just keep it's simple, stupid. See, stupid is and stupid does. Just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. This business is not that hard. If you do it in steps, if you follow the steps that we have set forth for you all in the How to Dispatch series, you really can't go wrong.
Yes. Sounds good. Okay.
All right. That's the pitch. Now, next week, we are going to be going over.
Cut it off.
Next week, we are going to be going over.
Cut tablet off.
Somebody got their mic open. I don't know who that is. All right. Next week, we're going to be going over the dispatch agreement and the carrier profile form, because after you get them to say, okay, well, send your dispatch agreement to blase, 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 blase. All right, you're gonna go ahead and send them that dispatch agreement. Next week, we're gonna go over what that is, how your dispatch agreement is supposed to be formulated. I'm gonna pull up the dispatch agreement, which y'all have access to it in your back office. Let me go back to my back office tools and resources. I'm gonna show you all how to pull up your dispatch agreement and your carrier profile form. All right.
Hey, Calvin, I got a quick question since you're talking about agreements.
Yeah.
I remember a while back, I was watching your meeting, your training, and you said something like you were going to send out like a sample of the dedicated lane agreement.
Yeah. I am going to. That actually is included as part of my the RBBS trademarks agreements that I'm going to be sending out. And I use that for the owner operators training. I will put that out. Give me a moment because I need to redo it. Because I had did it, but I need to take some stuff off of it because it's proprietary stuff that I got in there. So
I'm very interested in agreement as well, Mr. Calvin.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna have it as part of the training. So I'm gonna add it to the agreement forms, to the forms and documents. So I add it to it. It'll probably give me until next week. I'll probably have it ready by next week. Right now, I'm trying to finish up this trademark agreement and the trademark so I can start, expanding the RBBS Legis Learners, because look, I'm tired and I'm ready to step away from the business side of it. I just want to train. That's all I want to do is train. Okay. I want to step away from the business side of it. And I'd rather let someone else make 95 and 90% of the money, and they just pay me 5 and 10% just to train. Okay. So I'd rather give you all an opportunity to get together, form, partnerships, whatever, and buy your trademark, and then you promote your own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. I do the training. Okay, you get everything. You have everything that I have. You have our store, our Square store site. You have your own Square account. You will have your own back office. This area like this, because I'm going to duplicate all our websites for each trademark. Each trademark owner. So you get a duplicate of all three of my websites, including the vocational school, which is not included in that revenue that I showed you all on the amount of money that I made from this over the last 3 years, which is about $523,000. Okay, and that's just from dispatch and freight broker training. That does not include the new easilies, which you all will have. It does not include the vocational school, which you all will have. And does not include the new owner op training, which you all will have. So you are basically getting what I've actually been making money on, and all of the new stuff that we just incorporated. Okay, and for $5,000 and $10,000, I think that's a deal. It really is a deal. And you keeping 95% and 90% of the money, because the way it's going to work is once you get your trademark, you're going to get your own RBBS Logistics Learning Center. When you go to our YouTube channel and you share the video, because you're going to have access to all the YouTube videos. So when you share the videos from YouTube, you're going to put your link in it. Like, hold on here. Where's my YouTube channel? Let me go to YouTube. So, and to give an example, if you go to my YouTube channel, right, which you all will be able to do, you have unrestricted access to our YouTube channel. So you can use all the videos to market and promote.
Hey, so Calvin, if you do that, you'll be getting some of that YouTube money at that point, ain't it?
Well, I already get YouTube money. That's the whole point. Oh. Look, so you all are going to get access to all of these YouTube videos. Hold on here. You're going to get access to all these YouTube videos, every last one of them. That's over 440 videos that y'all have access to. Now, you'll notice that when you click on one of these and then you share it, let me kill the sound, and you share it down here in the show more area, you see here you got the links to it. It tells you about the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, the most preferred logistics training platform. And then you can use this as same exact wording, just copy and paste this. Only difference is this store link is not going to be my store link. It's going to be your store link, because you're going to have your own Square store that has everything in it that my Square store has in it, but it's going to be your links to your Square account. So when someone clicks on one of these to pay for something, this money is not going to go into my Square account. this money is going to go into your Square account. All of it. And then you are going to be responsible for paying me 5% or 10% based on whichever trademark you got. So you actually get all the money, and then you pay me instead of being the other way around. That's the whole point of having your own trademark, having your own RBBS
URL.
Logistics Learning Centers. Yeah, you will have your own RBBS Logistics Learning Center. You promote it, you bring in clientele, I do all the training. Now, if you want to do training too, you can do that. All that's going to do is make us a more valuable platform, a more widespread platform, because then we're going to have what? Not just me training, but then we have several trainers on several different nights.
Yeah.
Which makes us more what? Marketable.
Available.
Which makes us more available, which makes us more valuable. You all see what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a legacy. I can't do it by myself.
True that.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm tired. I'm tired. This is getting way too big for just me.
Yeah.
It really is. Now, I've made great money over the last 3 years. Like I said, over the last 3 years, I brought in close to, I brought in over $500,000. And I don't mind showing people that, because, I brought in more than $500,000 over the last 3 years. And as of right now, I'm doing about $23,000 per month in reoccurring fees on the monthly subscriptions and the new signups. That's about what I'm doing right now. So what's to stop you from doing the same? Let's go to reports. What's to stop you from doing the exact same? Let's see if I can find custom reports. What's to stop you from doing the same? Let's go back to say 2017. So you see the kind of money that I made. I'm in the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Total collected $527,534.73. That's more than $500,000 in about 3 years. That's about $180,000 a year on average. Now, I did this while building a platform, doing the training, doing all of it. You don't have to build a platform. The platform's already built. You don't have to create a brand. The brand is already done. You don't have to record videos. I do that because I do the training. All you've got to do is promote your RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. And guess what? I never paid for any big advertising. All my advertising is done where? On Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and Instagram. Through free posts. Most of the stuff, I have set up several groups and pages to promote the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. When you all get your trademark, I'm gonna help you all set up your own groups on Facebook, your own RBBS pages on Facebook, so you can promote and share the same stuff that I've been sharing. But only when you share it, you're gonna be sharing it with your link in it, not mine. So all the links that you're going to be sharing are going to be yours, and people are going to be seeing the same thing that they're seeing that I was sharing with my links. Nothing changes for our students. Nothing changes for the clientele. They still see my ugly face every Thursday night training. They still going to see that. The only thing
that's called duplication.
Exactly. The only thing that changes is who makes the most money from it. Okay, you'll now be getting 95% or 90% of the money, depending on which trademark you get. $5,000 trademark, you get 90% of the money. You pay me 10%. $10,000 trademark, you get 95% of the money. You pay me 5%. Because the way I see it is this: my goal, I'm gonna be honest with you, my goal is to raise $750,000. Okay, that's my goal. Once I hit $750,000, I'm not going to be selling any more trademarks. We're going to cut it off of that. I figure 75 trademarks, maybe 100. If if you all do a minimum of $120,000 to $150,000 a year, a minimum, if you do that, you should do way more than that. Why? Because now not only do you have the dispatch training and the freight broker training, you now have the owner-op training. You now have Easy Lease that you make money from. You now have what else? Easy Lease, owner-op training. Oh, and the vocational school. My God, do you all realize if one of you all gets a trademark and you hold up and you are able to do something that I have not been able to do, which I know it can be done. I just haven't figured out how to do it. If you are able to get signed up with the VA Chapter 31 program, y'all know what the VA Chapter 31 is?
No.
That's vocation. That's their vocational rehab program. Under that program is what sent me to truck driving school. The VA sends approximately, I know just from Tallahassee, they send about 60 people to truck driving school every single month that they pay for. $6,500 for 4 weeks of training in Orange Park, Florida, hotel accommodations, and on top of paying the $6,500 to the truck driving school, they also pay the veteran $450 per week. And this is to a school that doesn't guarantee career placement. There's no guarantee that they're going to get hired. But the VA program pays for that every single month. At least 60 students they send every single month. And that's just not in this state, that's in just about every state in the United States. Why do you think you have so many truck drivers, so many people going to truck drivers? You think all those people can afford to pay for truck driving school? No. Most of the people who attend truck driving school, they are there because the VA paid to send them. They're there because HUD paid to send them. They're there because food stamp program paid to send them. They're there because what's the other one? Section 8. If you get food stamp, if you're on welfare, any of those, Workforce Plus, Job Source One, all these government agencies pay to send people to these schools, truck driving school, welding school, all this other stuff. Where do you think all these new truck drivers are coming from? People don't have $6,500 to pay out of their pocket to go to truck driving school. Just like I know people don't have $7,500 to pay the tuition to come to our school. But if you all can, if one of you is lucky enough to get qualified through the Chapter 31 program, guess what? That is going to benefit all of you all that has a trademark. Because why? Because your trademark is for what? The RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. So if you get approved, that means the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers as a whole gets approved. And then what do we have? Because remember, the way this school is set up, $7,500. Let me show y'all something. We need 45 students in order to put on a 2-week course. $337,500, right? The campus lease is $42,000 for the year. I suggest whenever we do a school, we pay that all out at once out of the first set of students that come in. So that's $42,000. Now your lease is paid for the whole year. That still leaves $295,500, right? We pay each instructor $25,000, 4 instructors. All instructors are dispatch firm owners and freight brokers firm owners. All the instructors have agreed to hire anyone who completes the 2-week course, thus the guaranteed career placement. We're offering something that no other vocational school in the country offers, guaranteed career placement. The truck driving school don't offer that, but the VA, Workforce Plus, Job Source One, food stamps, they send people to these truck driving schools every day like clockwork. They pay that $6,500 like it ain't no end to tomorrow. On top of that, they pay them $450 per week the whole time they're in truck driving school. Okay, so that's $100,000 that comes out for the instructors. Yeah, we pay the instructors good money. That leaves $195,000 for all 45 students, hotel accommodations, for 2 weeks, air travel, 3 meals a day, 4 Uber and Lyft vouchers, comes out to be about 18. It comes out to be about, I think it's 28 grand, 28,000 and some odd change. I think it's 20. Oh, hold on. What was that? I was at 195,000. Where we at here? Yeah, 195.5. All right. Let me go back here. 195.5 minus about 28.8. He's $166,700. Now, if you were responsible for filling up one class, that money is yours. And you just pay me what, 5% or 10%? For what? Continue training. But whatever money that is profit is yours. Now, whoever, if let's say half of them or your students or half of them somebody else, let's say 5 of them is your students, 5, whatever it is, that's going to be your cut. Now, with enough trademarks out there, if all y'all have your trademark, many of you have your trademark, we could actually be running 3 courses per month, because the classroom size, we have 3 large classrooms, 3 conference rooms. Each conference room can hold up to 50 people with the COVID, distancing, guidelines and whatnot. All right. So we could run 3 at one time, 2 weeks. Well, that's 6 that we can run per month. We can actually run 6 courses per month. That's a lot of money, people. But let's just say you was responsible for just filling up one class. Let's say your RBBS Logistics Learning Center were responsible for filling up just 1 course per month. Or let's just say you were responsible for filling up 3 courses per year. Not 1 a month, not 3 a month, 3 courses per year, just 3 per year. If you're responsible for filling up 3 courses per year, the first course is the monthly lease comes out of. The yearly lease comes out of. So that's $166,000 that you're profiting from each 2-week course, and then everyone after that is plus what? An extra what? $42,000. Why? Because you no longer have the lease to pay. You understand?
Oh yeah, Mr. Butler, what's your phone number again? I missed that when you gave it out earlier.
866-973-6445. So that's okay. That gives you on average per class $208,000. And like I said, if you're doing your first one is 160, it was basically 166,000, and then your next 2 is that right there, 208,700. Plus the first one was 166. Oh, I'll take it. 166,800.
Where are you located, Mr. Butler?
Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh, you're right in Tallahassee. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And now just from the vocational school alone, if you just filled up 3 classes, if you were responsible for filling up 3 classes per year, looking at about $584,000 that you're walking away with, and depending on which trademark you get, you're gonna owe me between 5 and 10%.
How many students per class?
45. We need a minimum of 45 students. We can hold 50, but we need a minimum. Well, actually, we can hold more than that if it wasn't for COVID restrictions.
Yeah, right.
Because of COVID restrictions, we can hold max 50. But we have set a minimum of 45 students before we put a course on. Because it makes no sense to do a course with 25 students, because you got to pay for all this other stuff, hotel accommodation. So 45 students is the minimum that we set. So far, I think we got about 28 students who are registered, and about 17 of them have their money in place.
Okay.
And the only reason why it's going so slow because I'm doing this by myself.
By yourself.
And you deal with COVID, but I figured if I sell my trademarks
Yes,
and get more people involved with running the business side of it, and put more eyes and more minds together on working on these VA Chapter 31 than just me, somebody is bound to run into somebody who knows how to get this done.
Yes, sir. You're right.
And if one person gets that approval, it's going to benefit everybody.
Hey, Calvin, I got a question. I hear everything that you're saying as of right now. Like I'm taking note and everything. But are you going to have like a training?
Yes.
What you're talking about right now?
Yes.
Like
as I said in the video that I did this past Sunday, I think I did a video. We're going to have a trademark training, ongoing trademark training. In that trademark training, I'm going to be showing you all how to set everything up, because I'm going to duplicate your sites. That's the first thing. You're all going to get the duplicated sites, all 3 sites. And then I'm going to go into, because I just put this out today on what you get with the trademark. Okay. You're going to get all 3 of these sites. In addition, you're going to get unrestricted access to our more than 440 and counting operational training, YouTube videos I use to market and attract and enroll students and clientele. The RBBS Logistics Center YouTube channel has more than 8,350 subscribers, receives more than 400,000 views and counting. You also get your very own RBBS Logistics Learning Center online store that enables individuals to pay enrollment via debit and credit card 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year round. And will assist you with, and this is what I'll be doing. I'm in the training. I'll be showing you all how to set up your Square account, how to set up your business banking account, because your business bank account name has to be the same exact name that's on your articles of incorporation, has to be the same exact name that's on your Square account. All that has to coincide in order for you to pass muster with Square. Okay, all that has to be the same. So I'm gonna show y'all how to set up your business bank account, how to get your IRS EIN number, which is free, but your business name for that has to be the same as your bank account, as your Square account, as the business, the whole 9 yards. I'll be showing you all how to file your articles of incorporation. I suggest you sign up for a Rocket Lawyer account, which is like $39 a month for the premium account. Why? Because you're going to need it for other stuff that you're going to be doing with running this type of business. Okay, you need attorneys and professional contracts and things like that done. That's why I recommend Rocket Lawyer. Okay, so you're gonna get all of that, and I'm gonna show you all how to set up your media marketing pages, your social media marketing pages. I have about 15. If you go to groups on Facebook, a lot of these groups y'all join, y'all don't know that these are my groups. Y'all see those over here? Groups that I manage. These are groups that I manage. All these groups here, let's see here, freight broker instructors, and trainers, the social media load board, of course, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, CDL professionals, free dispatch and freight broker training videos, Quiet Millionaires Network, freight brokers versus truckers. Hold up, I got some more. I got some more. Where's my other freight? How to dispatch freight from home. What's another one? Okay, all right. And these are groups that I am administrators in. Dispatching trucks, trucking, networking loads, truckers, brokers, dispatchers, united, truckers passing time. All these trucks, all these groups, I either set them up and own them, or I'm an administrator. I'm going to show you. Why do y'all think I get so many people going to my YouTube channel and coming in and signing up? Because I put my stuff out all over the place. Now, I've done this just by myself. Just by myself. Think of the size that RBBS Logistics Learning Center can grow to if I turn this over to people who are getting their own franchises. I mean, not franchises, their own trademarks.
Is this course the one you call the Quiet Millionaire course?
No, this is not the Quiet Millionaires course, but this is a way for you to become a Quiet Millionaire. But Quiet Millionaire is something that I do through the Easy Lease, but Easy Lease is part of your trademark. Because you're not just getting the Logistics Learning Center, the online training. You're getting all the subsidiaries that fall under the RBBS Logistics Learning Center.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting all the subsidiaries. Easy Lease, okay, the Dispatchers Network, RBBS, the vocational school, the online training, the new owner op training, which for that, and I'll show you how that pays out. Where's the new owner op training? Yeah, the new owner op training, which is part of your store that you get. There it is right there. The owner op training.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Online training for new owner operators and those wanting more home time while making more money. Truck driving schools taught you how to drive a truck. Now let us teach you how to run a truck. This is new mentoring. This new mentoring and subscription training is focused on teaching the much needed skills of mastering the business of maximizing owner op revenue. Finally, a training platform that teaches owner operators how to earn $300K, $400K, and even $500K plus yearly while maximizing home time. Our How to Run a Truck subscription training platform features and provides access to multiple quality load boards, a weekly training on how to effectively use them to consistently find high dollar freight and lanes. Also includes tools and resources I have been using for years to identify, evaluate, and create dedicated lanes. There are 3 ways that they can join this training. They can join it through a monthly subscription. If they choose monthly subscription, it's just $79.99 plus tax per month. They can do a yearly subscription. It's $799.99. They save 2 months of it. They save about $140. Or they can do a lifetime membership. Lifetime membership is $1,499. Now you obviously you see the savings in that. But this is the new platform that I've added to the freight broker training and the dispatch training. Now remember, this money right here was made on just freight broker training and dispatch training platform. Now you have the vocational school. To add to that, you have Easy Lease, and you have the new owner op training. There should be no reason whatsoever for you all not to generate more revenue than I did. No reason. No reason with what you have, because you don't have to build a brand. The brand is already built. You don't have to put together any website. Those are already there in place for you.
You just got to get your trademark.
Get your trademark and just promote. You get your trademark and then you promote. Just promote. Because that's what I do. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I tell people this, and some people they think I'll be playing, but I'm dead serious. If you're not going to take the time to promote this, don't buy a trademark. Because it's not gonna work by itself. It's not going it's not going to magically just bring in money for you. You got to work it. Okay. Now the good thing is you all don't have to do any training. If you want to do training, you can, but you don't have to. Because I'm going to continue to do training because that's what I love to do.
Right.
Okay. You still the people are still going to be charmed by me. Okay. For the life of me, I don't know why they are with this ugly bug, but people are still going to be charmed by me. Okay. They're still going to see my face. Nothing changes for the students or the people who are signing up for the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, okay? The only thing that changes is if you all decide you all want to get involved in training, if you all find that you have a knack for it and you get involved in it, and some of you, I think, will be really good trainers. I really do. Darren Stevens, Michelle, Miss Washington. I think a lot of you all have the potential to be really great trainers. I told Charles Monday this, and Charles Monday is doing his own platform now, and he's earning close to $1 billion a year. Okay? I'm sorry, Charles, for putting it out there, but it is what it is. You should be so successful. But look, a lot of you have what it takes, right? The hard part is done for you. The hard part is done. But hear me when I tell you this. This is not going to work itself. You have to at least, you have to promote. You have to promote it. You got to share stuff on Facebook. You got to share stuff on Twitter. You got to share stuff on LinkedIn. You got to share stuff on Instagram. I'm going to help you all to set up all your accounts, all your Facebook pages, all your Twitter accounts, all your LinkedIn accounts. And you should start making it a habit every morning when you get up, you spend time sharing everything you have or sharing multiple things you have to two groups so people can see it. Sharing. Around noon, you do another round of sharing. And then at night, you do another round. You want to know the best time to share stuff? To get people the best time to share stuff and that creates more signups. Do y'all know what that time frame is?
It's either early in the morning or late at night.
After 5.
I'm talking really the best time is like 2, 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah. Right on.
Here's the reason why. People who are worried about money don't sleep.
You right.
People who are serious about chasing money and finding something new to do, finding something different than a job, they don't sleep at night.
That's a fact.
True.
They don't sleep at night. They don't. So the best time to find someone who is going to be tuned in to what you are putting out there, who's going to really look at it and say, I need that, that's the time you should really be sharing a lot of stuff. That's why if some of y'all are up early in the morning, you all see me sharing stuff at 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Because I'm reaching more susceptible people. If you look at the times when people are logging onto my YouTube channel, it's usually 2, 3, and 4 in the morning. And they're watching hours of my stuff. And then they get up the next morning and my phone starts ringing. I get about 60 calls a day. Hey, man, I saw you. Is this Mr. Calvin? Man, I can't believe I'm talking to you. I've been watching your videos all night.
You famous, Mr. Calvin?
No, I'm just saying, but that's the conversation that I have. Why? Because I'm sharing stuff. I'm putting, and you all can start having these same conversations. Why? Because you start putting stuff out there. The extension that they're going to be hearing is not this extension 2. You're going to have the same toll-free number, but it's going to be extension what? 500, extension 200, extension 300, which is going to be your extension, which is going to ring to your cell phone number. So when people call you up, you're going to be telling them, they say, well, tell me how this thing works. What is the RBBS? I'm just understanding. And you're going to be one that's going to be telling them, well, our online training platform, it provides training in the convenience of your home, okay? Our platform will train you to earn $150K per year or better dispatching and brokering freight from home. Now, what are you going to get with the RBBS Distribution Center? You're going to get access to more than 100 load boards, so you don't have to pay for load boards. You're going to get access to more than 19 million plus shippers, so you don't have to pay for any type of shipping. You're going to get access to more than $140,000 of operational training videos. No one has more operational training videos than the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. You're going to get access to every registered owner-operator in the United States. You're going to get access to all 19 million plus shippers. Access to live training. Every Thursday night, we have live training from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're going to get access to our logistics library that has every word, phrase, and term ever used in trucking. You're going to get access to our network of more than 2,900 industry professionals. This is where you all come together on our private group on Clubhouse where y'all get to talk to each other, help each other understand the industry, help each other to make money. You're there to network with each other. So you always have someone who is within the industry that you feel connected to. You never feel like you're in this by yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the pitch. That's the pitch.
Yeah.
This what you see right here is the pitch.
That's good.
The reason why I can recite that, because I recite it about 60 times a day, because that's how many calls I get on average. And when you have that many people calling you, I usually get most of them signed up. They may not sign up right away. I got about 14 people that have called me this week that said, hey, I'm going to sign up within the next week or 2. Hey, I'm getting ready. I've been watching your video. I got my money together. I'm gonna sign up. And that's usually how it happens. I get a bunch of people that will sign up at one time. And I get a lot of people who are sprinkled in between. Okay, but you're not gonna get any of that if you are not sharing, if you're not promoting like I do. Okay, look here. If you, I got 2 Facebook pages. This one that you all see most of it is full, 4,900 friends. Now, 4,500 people, I don't know personally. These are people who have sought me out because of the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. I have another Facebook page where I have about 60 friends. That's my actual personal Facebook, people who actually know me, that I've actually met and talked to, that type of thing. But this what you all see? You see what you see what I share? I share some relationship stuff every now and then. But for the most part, it's all what? RBBS and my business ventures. And this is my personal page. This is not my RBBS business pages or my group pages. This is one of my personal pages. So you all see how I share, what I'm sharing about. It's all about RBBS. And if you're not going to have this type of focus, I'm telling you, do not spend your money on a trademark. If you're not gonna work it, don't waste your money. Okay, don't waste your money. Now I'll say that, and I'll probably get 50 people to sign up for a trademark, and I'll be honest with you, maybe 25, maybe 30 of them will actually work it. I'm always gonna have at least 10 or 15 that are gonna expect this to just make money by itself without them doing one thing. I don't care how good a website is, right? If no one knows it's there, it does you no good, right? If no one knows it's there, it doesn't do you any good. And the only way for people to know it's there is for you to share it. Now, do I do any paid advertising? Yes, I spend about maybe $30 a week on Facebook for a Facebook boost. But what does a Facebook boost get me? It gets me a lot. It gives me a big response. Let me go here to RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Show you what I'm talking about. And with Facebook boost, you spend like you can set your own. You can set what you want to spend per day. You can set it at $3 a day, $1 a day, $5 a day. I usually set mine for about $7 a day for 7 days a week. Usually, when I'm spending about $49, $50. And I'm gonna show you what it usually gets me. Now I'm gonna show you some boosted ads that I've done, and show you the type of response that has gotten me. See, this was a boosted ad. Y'all see this? This was the boosted ad. Freight broker and dispatch training videos. More than 140,000 hours of free broker operational training videos. The RBBS Logistics Learning Center is the only YouTube channel that offers free dispatch and freight broker training videos. More than 140,000 hours of operational dispatch and freight broker training, absolutely free. So subscribe today and get our free training videos. Now, I give away access to the free training videos because then when they get to and they watch the video, underneath every video, there's a link to where? How to sign up for the class, how to sign up for the course. Because the video gives you the information, but you don't get the tools and resources. And we really push the tools and resources in all our videos. But look how many people this little $49 got me. 182,243 people reached in 7 days. 5,516 engagements. I got 3,800 link clicks. That means that many people click onto my YouTube channel, and about 3,000 of them subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, out of the 3,000 that subscribe to my YouTube channel, how many of those you think got converted over to enrolled students? You see what I mean by that?
Oh yeah.
So you ain't got to spend a whole lot of money here. Now here's another one that goes directly to the training. This is not to the video. This is for people to click on and go and learn more about how to enroll. This one right here, all right, dispatch training in the convenience of your home. This is the same thing that's on our website. Our online platform, all I did was copy and paste it. That's all I did. All I did was copy this and pasted it here. Same thing, exact same wording. And what is the link? And what is the link? Go to? It takes them where? This link takes them back to where? My website. In you all's case, it would be your website. Right? And this one, it prompts people to call me. That's what this one prompts. So learn more, click here. It prompts people to, I'm sorry, it takes them right to my site to where they can go and see the enrollments, and then they can click on one of these and do what? Sign up. Takes them right to the store. This is what will happen with you all, because you're going to have your store link in there. You're going to have your page link in there. You're going to take me there. It's going to lead them right there. But look at the amount of leads that I got from this little $40 ad I did for a whole week. It cost me $49, right? 397,596 people reached 6,924 engagement. That's more engagement than they got for the free what? Videos on YouTube. These were sending people to a site where they would have to pay. And I got more engagements on that than I got from the free YouTube ad. On this, I got 4,100 link clicks. That's 4,000 people that clicked on to the RBBS Logistics Nutritional site. In your case, they'll be clicking on yours. From just that little $49 ad. I can't tell you the number of people that signed up for that. Some people are the very ones that commented, in our whatchamacallit. But you see what just that little bit of paid advertising does? And I'm not talking about spending hundreds, $200, $300 or $1,000. I'm talking $49, $50, $60 for a week of boosted ads. This combined with sharing your stuff on social media, and I'm doing the training, our YouTube videos, our brand name, which is already out there, because we have a popular brand. And believe me when I tell you, freight dispatching and freight brokering and the trucking industry is the most recession-proof industry on the face of the planet. The pandemic already proved that. Nothing stopped this industry. It is not slowing down. It's only getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Because everybody's got to have this stuff. All right? And now you got more people than ever who are looking to leave their job and looking for something that they can do that is real, that's going to earn them good money. And you all have an opportunity to help people do that and to be a part of the training that helps you do that. So there you have it. Not to mention what we're doing with Easy Lease and our new truck driver training, new on-route training. All right, but that's gonna do it for tonight. Look, let me check on my YouTube people real quick, see what they got going on. Let me go back to my YouTube channel, check my live, see what we got going on YouTube. Dispatch training, the pitch. Yep. Here, these people here with all this. I don't know why these people do this because they know I'm going to delete it and it's never really going to see the light of day. It's not going to be in the final version. I don't know why they come on here and do all this stuff. But, I mean.
Because you're doing something right, Mr. Calvin. You got to let the haters do their job.
I know. Did y'all see all those racist people that logged on?
Yeah, we seen it. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't even see the point. I find it, just, I don't know, but it is what it is,
They're called bots.
Yeah. But, I guess they have nothing better to do. They have no life. They have nothing going on. So, I hate to say it, people, but the hate is real.
Oh yeah.
And all I can tell you all, be observant, watch yourselves. You all see what's going on. It's as prevalent today as it was in yesteryears. It really is, and that's a sad thing in this day and age. But just be vigilant, watch yourselves, pay attention to your kids, and who they're hanging around with, and what and their friends, because hate like love is contagious.
Oh yeah, both forces exist, good and evil, man.
Exactly, man. Ain't that the truth? I mean, you can't have one without the other. I mean,
that's the yin yang.
Exactly, exactly. That's just a sad state of affairs. But you can't have one. You can't have one without the other. So just be vigilant and be aware of it, and always be mindful, and just kind of watch yourselves, and protect yourselves. That's all I can tell you. I pray for everybody. I pray for them as much as I pray for myself and my loved ones. Because they need it. They need prayer. They need it. They need it more. They need it more than me or my loved ones. They really do. They may not know it. They may not know it. They may not even believe. But
you got those out there who refuse the prayers too.
Yeah, but guess what?
They refuse it, man.
But guess what?
Yeah.
God don't need you to believe in him for him to exist. He exists anyway.
Exactly.
Whether you believe it or not, exactly. He still exists. And there are those of us out there who are still being blessed by him, on a daily basis. So just keep that in mind. I don't mean to get all philosophical with, and religious and stuff, but I'm just being who I am.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. But look, y'all got a lot to think about. I hope y'all got a lot out of training tonight. And don't forget, next week we'll be back with the dispatch agreement and the carrier profile form. We'll be going over that next week, and the importance of that dispatch agreement and the importance of the carrier profile form. Y'all give me a minute. I'm just trying to remove all this stuff before I finish my broadcast, because I don't want this to be part of the final.
That's next week, Monday, or next Thursday?
Next Thursday. Dispatch training is every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Saturdays, we have freight broker training, which is the broker's hour, usually from 10:15 a.m. till about 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Sunday evenings, we'll be having the owner op training for the owner operators. You all don't need to attend that because they don't have all the tools and resources that you all have. They have some of the same tools and resources, but you all have all the tools and resources. They don't have all the same stuff that you all have. They have some of it, but they don't have nearly as much as you all have, because you all need more tools.
That's
and
why
resources.
They need us.
True, exactly. And that's one of the things that I actually stress doing the owner op training is the need for a dispatcher.
Okay, awesome.
So everything feeds into everything else. So, but I'm trying to create this opportunity because my ultimate goal is I don't want to be bogged down with the business side of it anymore. I'm burnt out on billing and collections, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it's been great and it's great money, but I'm burnt out. I just want to train. I just want to do what I like, do what I love doing. I just want to train. Yeah, I'll train for about 5 or 10%. If I can create it, I've already created a very popular platform. So now I feel like I can turn it over to people who can take it to that next level, because it's become apparent to me that I'm burnt out because I keep running into a wall when it comes to this chapter 31, and I see other similar companies out there that's got the Chapter 31 approval, and I can't figure out why I keep running to a wall. So I've come to realize that maybe it's me. So I need to turn this over to, people who can have a different set of eyes on it. You know what I'm saying? Different perspective. And
Mr. Calvin, I have somebody that I can talk to, and I will get back with you on that as soon as I can.
Okay. But yeah, but like I said, I've been knocking my heads with it because I've been trying to call the people here on the vote rehab, but the VA here has sent all the vote rehab people. They're on home work now, so they work from home. And every time I call them, it's voicemail. No one ever returns a call. So they're not doing. They just get paid now. They're not doing anything. Yeah. They just get paid. So they're just getting paid. They're not doing anything. So it is what it is. But it's time for me to turn the business side over and give you all an opportunity to benefit from this. It is that time. So it is what it is. What is this doing? All right, let me go ahead and stop my share here so we can get out of this. All right, and where's my share? All right, look, everybody. Look, I appreciate. We got a lot of people who were in training tonight. Ms. Washington, the best to you and your people. I think you all are on the right track. Learn that pitch. That's what I can tell you, people. Learn that pitch. Learn the pitch. Follow the training. Come to training. Attend training. Ask questions like Vinny did today. Ask questions. Be involved in the training. If you need to schedule a private consultation, do so. If y'all need to schedule a private consultation as a group, I do group private consultation. It's still the same $100 per hour. So if you got your whole staff and you all want to get together and schedule a private consultation, but I can go over stuff just with you all in your own private Zoom. We have those too. You go to your back office site or go to the private consultation page on the mydispatch.org. You'll see the link there where it says private consultation. You can click on it and you can book a private consultation. Now, I only do private consultations on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. If you need to book me, you need to really book me a week in advance because I stay pretty booked when it comes to private consultations. Darren Stevens, he does private consultations. Those of you, especially if you want to know anything about the auto hauling, he is the man to talk to. Darren Stevens does private consultations. He is one of our consultants. We have a couple of other consultants that are on the site too that do private consultations. So look, but I've already told Darren my plans. My plans is to get these trademarks out. Once I raise the $750,000, Darren, where am I going? Where am I relocated to?
Yeah. Are you going to Jamaica?
I'm headed for Jamaica, man. I've already picked out me a spot. I looked at that White House beach area you sent me there.
Yeah.
I've already contacted them and I asked them, do I have to build? Does the home that's built on the lot, does it have to be their type of home, or can I have my own private builder as long as the homes are similar in the look? They say I can have my own private builder. So what I want to do is I want to move to Jamaica. I've already picked out me a spot. It's called White House. Here, I'll show it to you all. Let me share my screen again. It's called White House Beach area. I've already contacted them. Let me go find it here. White House. There's White House Beach.
Screen brightness.
White House Beach Club, Jamaica. This is where I want to go, y'all. I want to go here. I want to go here. Why? Because the cost of living there, you know, the U.S. dollar there, a $1 in U.S. money is $154.52 in Jamaican money. So,
Yep.
so this, what would normally be a $3 to $4 million home site and home here in the States, I can get it for less than $500,000. I can build it. I can build it my own, because I told her, I asked her if I can build my own. I can build it with the way I want to build it, and it will look pretty much just like this. But I'm gonna build it, and it's gonna cost me less than $200,000. Because that's my next project, my next business venture is Sumove Homes. Okay. I've got that on, I created a Facebook page, but this is where I want to continue training from, from Jamaica. So in the near future, within the next year or two, you know, the platform is going to be, all the training is going to be done from hopefully my terrace overlooking the ocean and the mountains. So, you know, that's where all the training is going to be done from in the future, because that's where I want to continue my training from. You know, I'm ready to make that move, and then I'm working on this this project right here, Sumove Homes, which is prefab steel frame construction homes. I can get, see how that's much similar to the homes that they have there? I can build this right here. All the materials would cost me $59,400.
What are you doing?
That's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1 kitchen, 1 living room, 2,900 square feet. So this, all the materials would cost me $59,400. Construction labor, $116,240. Because I got a team of people who will put this together. Because this is not like building. This is really like putting it together, because it's prefab and it's steel frame construction. There's no wood in any other frame. All the framing is steel frame, which means it connects, it bolts together, goes into the foundation. You know, it's kind of like putting together Legos, for lack of a better word. So it's a lot cheaper, but a lot stronger. A lot more durable, a lot cheaper. So I could build this house for $175,000, $175,640 total. But that same house here in Florida would cost over $500,000. So for what they are, for what these homes here cost around $500,000, I can build, so that's much similar to the same house. I can build that for $175,000. This is why I'm moving to Jamaica. So there you have it. All right, everybody.
All right, big up.
I've enjoyed it. I look to see you all back here especially on next Thursday. Our next training session would be Saturday, 10:15 a.m. for the broker training. If you all want to attend that, you're welcome to attend it. You can learn some stuff. You can learn a lot from that too. Even though you're not brokers, I recommend you all tune in to learn how brokers do business, so you know who you're dealing with, because you are always interacting with them on a regular basis.
Right.
All right. Thank you all. I appreciate it. You all have a lovely evening.
Thank you so much for everything.
Well, thank you all. You all have a great day. Bye,
Good
everybody.
night, Calvin.
Good night.